And today's sermon will be given by Reverend Marrice Coverson.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So are you warm?
Yes.
Somebody said no. Well, we know that it's warm enough. And in a couple of months, it'll be too warm. So we're going to talk about this morning when life seems to be spinning out of control. And so I was about the sermon and I was thinking about that all of a sudden I can relate to it. This morning I felt like it was spinning out of control. My ear was aching, my tooth was aching, my foot was hurting. I'm like, life is spinning out of control this morning. What's happening? So that's what we talk about with life spinning out of control. When things seem to just be out of control, and you take medicine, I'm looking for this and I'm looking for that. I'm like, how do I mend these things that are happening? So when life's spinning out of control, and we can't seem to find the answer to bringing it back in control, what do we do? What do you do? And so I didn't have time to sit and meditate, which is one thing we do. I was trying to get ready, and everything just seemed to flowing out of control. It's like, boy, this is out of control. But then what do? Do you sit and meditate? You just thank your spirit friends for coming in to help you, and you ask the God within you to actualize what is needed today. And then I was listening to Elizabeth talk about, what do you ask for? You ask for help, you ask for whatever the things you need. You ask for those things. And through our meditation, she spoke of that. So when life, you have a key that you have, each one of us have a key to bringing life back into control. We may not be able to do it right then because there's so many things happening, but we do have the key to bring life back into control. I wasn't able to stop and meditate at that moment. I was running around trying to find that toothache medicine and find my earache medicine. So I'm running around trying to find all these band-aids, man-made band-aids to help me here. And so I didn't think, or I didn't just stop to say, well, okay, let me just talk to somebody. Let me just talk to this guy within to see can they help me bring this back into balance. Because when life is spinning out of control, it means that you're losing balance. You have no balance. So we're talking about getting balance in our lives. And that's for all of us. Life spinning out of control for youth, is sometimes when they're trying to get the grades up. They're trying to make all A's, or trying to make B's, so they just try to be on the board of having good grades. And then life spinning out of control that they can't seem to master that test or can't seem to get that test together. All those things are life spinning out of control. So life just does not spin out of control for adults, it also spins out of control for youth. And so we need to understand that for our children and teach our children when life is spinning out of control for them, this is what you do. You stand still. You sit and work with that energy inside of you. That energy that's in motion inside of you, and see can that energy bring things back into alignment for you. Now there are all kinds of man-made band-aids, and we immediately think of those band-aids. And that's what I thought about me this morning. I didn't stop to think, just sit a moment. You got to sit a moment. Even though it might be behind, you have to sit a moment. You need to sit and talk to the spirit guides and see can they help you balance yourself. Because when life's spinning out of control, it's not just those things that's happening in your body, it's the balance in your system. You're not balanced. Your system isn't balanced. You're not eating properly. You're not exercising properly. You're not doing things properly that you should be doing. All those things are out of control. And so when they're out of control, it's just that everything just flourishes. All those things come together. And they come together to cause difficulty in our lives. When things are spinning out of control, what do you do? Well, I want to just talk about cause and effect for a moment. When we think about cause and effect, we think about so you think it, so it is, and you attract those things to you. If you send out, it comes back. So when you're thinking about that, you're thinking about negative. What is going to come back to you is negativity. So sometimes when we're spinning out of control, we focus on the negativity so much that that's all we get back is negativity. We can't get the positive to start rotating in our vibration because we're so filled with all this negativity. And have you thought about how at night the sun goes down and see like clouds, it seems like it's just low and it's just filled with the darkness. And you wonder, how does it change? When does it change? But in our lives, it seems like it's filled with darkness. But when there's smoke out there, the smoke is just there, and it seems to take control because it's taking control of our lives. But you know what happens is that because we don't see it, we can get through that darkness, we can get through that smoke. All we have to do is know and stand in that whole position of knowing that we are one with the infinite intelligence, and we are one with each other. And we are one in helping each other overcome all the things that they should be overcoming. You know, we are connected, so connected, that we need to learn that. And as someone is spinning out of control, you can send them that vibration, that love vibration. You can send them that energy that can help them come back into control. You know, I saw this today. It says, when someone is spinning out of control, they didn't say spinning out of control. They said something else. When someone's life is out of control, I believe it says, do you send them an umbrella? Are you a spreader, or do you send an umbrella? I thought that was cute. Are you a spreader, or do you send an umbrella? A spreader means you go talking about the problem. So instead of sitting, like this example, instead of you sending me love up here to help me with my earaches and all that, you go telling people, she had earaches all morning, and they're just, all you thought about earaches. And so what happens is, then that's a spreader, when you talk to everybody about it. But when you are a umbrella, what do? You cover the person. You cover the person with the umbrella. And that means when you cover the person, you help the person become shielded by the negativity. That they're shielded and you don't talk about it, but you help them through prayer and through focus. You help them to try to move through and balance themselves. And you help them to try to become focused and understand where they are and what they're doing. You help them balance themselves. You're not a spreader, but you're an umbrella for them. How many of your umbrellas for your friends and your family members? How many of your umbrellas for people who are running into difficulties, no matter how they go into difficulties? Have you thought about being an umbrella for them? So when people move into the vibration of negativity and they just run into challenges, how do you respond? How do you respond to your own challenges? Do you respond to your own challenges by making sure that you are becoming aligned with that God spirit within you? Because when you are unaligned, things happen. It just starts happening. Everything happens. Woo, 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 just lots of things. But when you align, those things seem to be just, they come, but then they pop off. They come and pop off. So alignment is so important in living our lives and meeting the challenges of today and tomorrow. Alignment. This is a very challenging time, and we're all at a time that we feel like we're spinning out of control. It could be our health, it could be our finances, it could be many things that make us feel like we're spinning out of control. And then we say, can I live like this? No, we cannot live like this. We cannot live where we spin out of control. We have to go within and tap into that God spirit to help us bring things back into focus in our lives. We all need to be focused in our lives. This is time for us to just focus in and bring forth all the energy of that which is good. because the law of cause and effect is always happening as we put out, so shall it come back. The law of compensation as we give out. So, you give out, it comes back. The compensation. But if you give out negativity, it's all going to come back negativity to you as well. So I say to you this morning, be not challenged by the spinning of life, the spins of life. Be not challenged by them in a negative way, but be challenged by them in a positive way. Be challenged by them that you get over them and you can move past them, and they therefore will not take over your life. Just say, I'm not going to let you take over my life. And if I'm helping my friends and knowing, I'm not going to let you take over their life. I'm not going to be a spreader for them, but I'm going to be an umbrella. As you would be an umbrella for yourself. You would be up under that umbrella. And you would stay up under there until it stopped raining. And so that's what life is about. How do you stay up under the umbrella until it stopped raining? Do you know how? What do you do? Who do you do it with? Who do you call upon? I say to you this morning that this is a really interesting time of life. It's all time has been. And if you could ask our parents for parents and all those parents, those people in the past history, they would say that time was a challenging time of life, interesting time of life. But we think now this is very interesting. Like I said this morning, that each of us, our foreparents, our parents, all those people had challenging times of life, just like we're having today. And we equally measure them the same way. But I say to you this morning, know that you have the guide to living a peaceful life. You have the guide to meditate and to sit and listen. Meditate and sit and listen. And you can ask if you want, but don't spend your time begging. Just send it out into the universe that you need help. To your loved ones in the spirit world, I need help. And then you sit there and you go into the God's power there and you wait for that God's power to come so you can penetrate it. It's just like, I just see this red like blob where you penetrating it. And you penetrate it to the fact that you become powerful, much more powerful than the things that are happening to you. So I say to you this morning, take control. And know that everyone spins out of control. Don't allow yourself to keep spinning until you fall like a spinning top. Go into the wrong area, be mashed or be destinated, be smashed by a car or something. You don't want to be smashed by life. Bless you.